Hello and welcome to the first episode of Callum is a Biologist with me, Callum, a National 5 biologist. I'm going to be doing weekly episodes on all things National 5 biology, so if you like this type of content, please like, comment and subscribe for more. Due to the current COVID situation, there is no official SQA evidence of attainment examinations. Therefore, each school in each region are going to be doing something slightly different. So I'm hoping that these PowerPoints can provide you with a little bit of an assist in order to learn a wee bit about cell structure, what we're going to speak about in today's episode. There's a few keywords for this unit that you're going to need to know about. We've got a little list going on about cell ultrastructure. This is all the parts that make up a cell. A cell wall is the structure surrounding a cell that protects and helps the cell to keep its shape. The cell membrane controls what enters and leaves the cell. This is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable is that only certain molecules can pass through. A chloroplast is the small green discs in a plant cell where photosynthesis takes place. A cytoplasm is the jelly inside a cell where the organelles are found. The nucleus contains the DNA genetic information. The ribosome is the site of protein synthesis. The mitochondria is the site of aerobic respiration. An organelle is any part of the cell found in the cytoplasm. The fungal cell is the cell type found in fungi. Cellulose is the chemical that makes up the plant cell walls. A vacuole is a structure found in cytoplasm that contains cell sap. Living things, also known as organisms, are made from cells. Different kingdoms of living things are made from different types of cells. There are 4 types of cells that you need to remember in National 5 biology, as this can crop up in the SQA exam. So you've got animal, fungi, plant and bacteria cells. And all of these cells has a different ultrastructure. And this refers to the small structures, also known as organelles, that make up the cells, and this can only be seen through a very powerful microscope. So this table compares what our ultrastructures of the 4 cell types are. The X indicates that it is not present, and the star represents that it is seen. So in a cell wall, you can only see this. We've only got, in an animal, we've got the cell wall. We've got chloroplasts. No, we don't have these, sorry. What am I like? So we don't have a cell wall in an animal, we do not have a chloroplast, we do not have a vacuole or a plasmid. In a plant, the only thing they don't have is plasmids and vacuoles. In fungus bacteria, fungus cell, you have only not got a chloroplast, but sometimes you've got plasmids. In a bacteria cell, you do not have a mitochondria, chloroplast, or a vacuole. You need to remember that plant cell walls are made from cellulose. But what do these different parts of the cell do? A cell wall supports and strengthens the cells. The cell membrane controls what substance enters and leaves the cell. The cytoplasm is the fluid inside the cell membrane where many chemical reactions happen, including fermentation. The site of aerobic respiration where most ATP produced. The chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis where sugar is produced. The vacuole is a compartment in the cell that stores water and helps keep the cell turgid. Ribosomes is the site of photosynthesis. This is where amino acids are joined together. Plasmids are smaller circular DNA models that contain genes. Let's take a little look at a few practice paper questions. I've got 3 for us to have a look at. It's important when we do a practice paper that we read the question carefully and slowly so we know what it's asking us for. Underline keywords or phrases in the question. Then you're going to eliminate the obviously wrong answers first. The short answer questions Always make sure that you check out the number of marks that are available. If this is a 5-mark question and you're only putting a couple of words, you're not going to be able to achieve your potential there. Let's take a look at this 2017 past paper question. We're going to first of all begin by eliminating the obviously wrong answers. So in this, we can see that there's 3 diagrams, P, Q, and R, and they represent 3 different cells. We need to identify which one is asking for the plant cell. Well, we know that the plant cell has got a cell wall. We know that it's got a cell wall. We've got a bottom image here, which number R, letter R, my bad. It's got no cell wall there. It's got no permanent vacuole, and it's got no chloroplast. This means that we're going to have to screw up P and R because R is included in that. We're also going to need to exclude R as well. Chloroplasts are not in every plant, but we have a cell wall and a permanent vacuole. Therefore, P and Q only would be the correct answer for that. For number 2, is actually on the right, this one here. It says the diagram below shows part of a plant cell. What part of the cell is composed of cellulose? This is a plant cell, so we know that due to our factor at the start, that cellulose is in the cell wall. Number 3, it says paramedium is a single-celled organism which lives in fresh water. The following diagram shows some of its structures: the cytoplasm, the cell membrane, or the nucleus. It says to choose one of these structures and describe its function. So we know that we can either choose the cytoplasm, which is the fluid inside the cell membrane where chemical reactions happen, including fermentation. The cell membrane controls what substances enter and leave the cell, and the nucleus is where all our genetic information is stored. This is going to be beneficial to you if you look at the marks. I don't actually have a marking scheme, but if you go into the SQA website, it'll be linked in the description down below. It'll be able to give you the marking scheme underneath all the paper questions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope it was quite beneficial to you. If you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Our next episode is going to be about transport across cell membranes, speaking about active transportation and diffusion. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video very soon.